Hello beautiful, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this video where I am finally announcing the new collection for Singe Beauty. We're releasing 11 new products this Friday. Let's jump in. I can't believe I'm finally getting to sit down and actually film this. I feel like I've been preparing for this video for forever, but now I can finally talk about it. I'm so excited. Look at these. I am releasing face brushes, and I'm also releasing 2 more eye brushes. So there's gonna be 9 new brushes and a powder puff. Look at that little logo, and a sponge. This is a full face toolkit and 2 more eye brushes as well. I'm just so excited. I can't believe that the day is finally here when we can talk about these. So we are going to go through each and every one of these products, but let's just start with some initial information. Singe Beauty is my own indie beauty brand. This is my very own brand. I am the sole owner of this brand. I do not have any financiers or any co-owners, so this is a true indie brand. This is my second launch that I'm doing with my brand. I did have a 5-piece brush set that is currently sold out, and I also want to let you know some initial information about that. The restock for the eye brushes, the original 5, they are on their way, and they're probably gonna come here either late December or early January. Shipping is crazy these times of year. Trust me, this has been my first year as a brand owner, and I've learned so many things. I will of course let you know as soon as I have a date for the restock, but I've already changed the site up a little bit so that it will reflect that as soon as I restock the original 5 eye brushes, the eye brush set will be a 7-piece brush set, but all of the brushes, including these new ones, everything will be sold as singles. I know, I'm excited too. So all of these products are going to be able to be purchased as singles. I will have some different kind of bundle options as well. And as soon as I restock the other ones, they will be available as singles as well. My second update is that I am no longer shipping my items myself. I do have a warehouse now from this launch and forward. So all of the things are going to be shipped out, which means that it's going to go way quicker than it did before. I will say though, I will pat myself on the back a little bit. I feel like my handling and shipping has been pretty fast actually with Singe, even though it was only me and my husband doing it for the first couple of months, but now we're having a warehouse doing it, and this also means that they will be very quick with shipping and printing out labels. So make sure when you're checking out that you are giving us the correct information, the correct address, because I cannot change your address or your information after they have printed the label because the warehouse is not here. I'm not going to be packing the orders. And because somebody else is packing my orders, I have now updated my brushes to come in this beautiful packaging that I worked so hard on together with my designer. It is such a beautiful box. The small one is going to be for eye brushes and the big one is going to be for face brushes. And I know a bunch of you still wanted to have the descriptions of the brushes, and they're still going to be on the side of the brush. Of course, this is just a suggestion of like how I use my brushes. There's nothing like, there's no do's and don'ts when it comes to makeup tools or when it comes to beauty and makeup. This is just a suggestion of how I use the brushes, but you can of course use them in any way, shape or form. That's why I have chosen to not name my brushes specific names, instead just number them, because you are the one deciding what these brushes are for. And having them in these individual boxes is just gonna make it a little bit more durable now that I'm not packing them myself in silk paper and all of that. So I hope you're really gonna enjoy the packaging. I have not upped the prices of any brushes, even though I've added some packaging. I just wanted to make sure that you're getting your stuff secure to your house. Like I said, Singe Beauty is my own brand, and this is not a private label brand. All of these products, the sponges, the poofs, everything is made specifically according to my instructions for Singe Beauty. This is definitely a labor of love, and I've gone through quite a few samples before we landed on these brushes and these tools that I think are the absolute most perfect ones. Singe Beauty is cruelty-free and vegan, and these are synthetic bristles made to emulate a natural bristle. So they're not that super smooth, like silky synthetic brush that I feel sometimes can be really hard to pick up product with and really hard to blend. These more emulate a natural bristle brush so that you can get the kind of result that you deserve, even though that these are vegan brushes. The launch is happening this Friday the 8th, noon Central Standard Time, and I will put the information down below when the launch is happening, where the launch is happening, and all of that. And I am over the moon excited. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts about this. I cannot wait to read your comments, and let's just dive in to the things that I have created. So the first brush that I'm going to be showing you is the E01, and this is for me a foundation brush. I wanted to make this brush not as thick. This has a little bit more give to it. It's very smooth. It has rounded edges, and it's also a bit smaller for a little bit of precision. For me, I always felt like those big foundation brushes just got product absolutely everywhere. So this is really great for foundations or even skin tints as well. It's just a really nice brush for that as well. I like the size of this. I like something smaller. And this is something that you will see with all of these brushes. I prefer a little bit more of precision because I feel like when I can't do precision, I just end up getting a little bit of muddiness. But I want as well in the future to create some things that are not necessarily just my perfect brushes. I also want to create some things that maybe you feel are missing in my collection. So I'm definitely open for suggestions. But yeah, the E1, super soft. It has a really nice give to it. This is also perfect for like cream blushes and stuff like that. It's a beautiful, beautiful brush. I absolutely love this one. And this brush will retail for $25 and the E02 will retail for $24. This is a very dense brush. This brush has the most amount of bristles and probably any of these brushes. It's also a slanted ferrule and it is very dense, very soft, and it is just perfect for under eye application. It's perfect like around your nose. It is perfect for eye primer as well. I love this brush for cream stuff on my eyes, shadows, whatever. It is just incredibly soft and it's like a pillow. You can just dot your product in and it will blend it in. You don't have to drag, you don't have to blend forever, and I just love the tip that really takes it into the inner corners without making the product go all over the place, into your eyes, up to your nose. It's just a precision tool that is just very dense and fluffy and wonderful. And I love this tool so, so much. Of course, I will have a brush set with all 7 of the face brushes as well. We'll talk about that at the end. The F03 is a little bit longer. Can you see? It's a little bit longer and it's more rounded. And I love this one for cream bronzer. This is my perfect cream bronzer, cream contour kind of a brush. Absolutely love this. And it's been really hard to not want to dig this one out of my collection and use it on camera because of course I've been trying to keep this a little bit low-key, but I have nothing in my collection that I like blending cream products with as much as this one. It is soft, but it still has a little give to it, so it doesn't lift your foundation. You can be super soft with it, but it will still blend, but it also has enough density to it so that you can just pat the cream product on as well. I think this is absolutely beautiful for cream products. This is the brush that I specifically designed for cream bronzer, blush, even if like highlighter, if you like applying it, like this is my favorite for cream products. I'm so happy with this one. We had to get through some samples, but it's beautiful. This is the first brush that I immediately knew this is what I want. And this is the F04. This is the number 4 face brush. You can see that this is like a little paddle and it is pinched. This is my under eye powder brush. It is just so beautiful, so perfect. I love that this is almost like the E01, the eye brush, but in a face brush. And actually, when I wanted to have this one designed, I did tell my manufacturer that I want the EO1, but in the bigger one for under my eyes. And we went through quite a lot of samples to get this one to be correct. This is the first brush I knew I wanted and the last brush that I approved, but I think that this one is perfection. It is so soft and beautiful and it is rounded and it is just like the EO1. It is cut and tapered in all directions so that it really picks up and packs down powder where you want it to be with precision. The F05, I keep feeling like I'm saying F and E interchangeably. It's so hard sometimes. I'm getting tongue-tied, but this is the F05. This is the one that I use for a bronzer, even for some finishing powder. This is beautiful with finishing powder. When you want to be a little bit more precise, maybe with something that has a little bit luminosity to it, I use this one with my powder bronzer all the time when I'm not filming, and even sometimes when I'm filming, and then I'll just go in with another brush and pretend I used that one. I've been known to do that a little bit as well. This is a little bit, let me show you with the cream brush. This is bigger than the cream brush and it has longer bristles than the cream brush, so this is a little fluffier. So this works really good with powder because it doesn't pack a punch like this cream one does. It has more density to it. This one is fluffier and looser, but it is so soft. It is so beautiful. I've been loving this one for bronzer. I used it for bronzer today. Can I say that I love all these brushes? Because clearly I do. And this is the biggest brush that we are offering at this point, and this is going to retail for $26. Next is the brush that every time I show this to my friends over at Marco Polo, they want this one. This is the blush brush. Look at how dainty and beautiful this is. It is rounded in the ferrule, but it is cut on the diagonal, and this is just the perfect getting on blush on your cheeks. This will help you to put blush on a little bit more precise so that you don't get blush everywhere, but because of how it is cut, you can put it on your cheeks and it will just disperse it perfectly. And the brush is just so beautifully airy. It will just blend everything, and it is perfect with those pigmented blushes where you need to go in with like a little and little. This is perfect for that, and I've been using this one like absolute crazy. I love this one, especially with those a little bit more pigmented blushes, to just help with precision and help with the airiness. And this one is going to be $22, and the last brush is going to be $21. This is what I call the highlighter brush, but honestly I use this with everything. I use this with everything. This is also cut and it is tapered in all directions, but this is a round brush, and the way that this is cut is had a specific thing in mind. This works with powder highlighters, but it also works with cream highlighters, with putty highlighters. You know those ColourPop Super Shock highlighters? This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. It will pick it up and you can put it on and you can disperse it. You can put it like this to really get intensity, and then you just shift the brush over to blend it out. This also works beautifully with cream blushes. Honestly, it is an amazing cream brush, and I've used this so much for cream blushes. It's honestly like a little crazy. I've used this for everything. I use this so much that I have 2 of these in my rotation. One for blushes and one for highlighters. I love this, and I love that I was able to get this shape and the cut of the bristles so that it works for cream products too. Big fan. Like, you can pick up from the pan, a cream pan with this one. I'm very proud of this one. The last 2 eye brushes that I have are 2 brushes that I am adding to my eye collection. We have the EO6 and we have the EO7. So the EO6 is going to be $13, and this one is, let me show you next to number 3. This is an EO3, and you can see that the EO6 has shorter bristles and it is tapered. So it is longer on the side and then it's tapered, so it has a little bit of a snatched waist. This one is perfect for packing on color, and I have used this like the sneaky gal I am so much on my channel. Like, I have used this for months, and some of you have been clocking me. Some of you have been like, is that a new brush? And yes, it is. So this one is a tapered brush, and this is perfect for packing on color on a bigger area. Let's say you want to pack it on in the crease and then just go in with a deeper color. If you want to have a transition shade and you want it to be like more of an airy, not super opaque, you want to have something fluffy to blend with, or you want to do like a finishing blend with it, the EO3 is perfect. The EO6 is your workhorse brush. You can do your entire look with a brush like this. You can pack on, you can switch on the side and blend. This one just packs on beautifully. So this is perfect for transition shades, it's perfect for darker shades, and then just use a smaller brush to just deepen out the outer corner. I love this one. I've been using it for months, and like I said, some of y'all been clocking me on it for sure. The last brush is the EO7, and this is going to retail for $12, and this is the teensy weensy detail brush. You can use this in your inner corner or on your lower lash line. It's also perfect if you like doing detailed things like cut creases, or if you like to have just a little bit of color in your in the middle, like a halo eye. Since this is cut pretty thin, you can also use this to smudge out a liner, or honestly, this is a multitasker brush, but I knew I wanted something small and something detailed, and this is more smooth. So this works perfectly if you want to do detailed work with liquid glitters or with like cream shadows. It is a multitasker, and this is the smallest brush that we are offering right now. Since these are the two new eye brushes that we're offering, I wanted to be able to get a little bundle with these two together if you already have the 5-piece brush set, but you wanted to add the two new brushes so that you can have the full 7-piece brush set that's gonna restock in a couple of weeks. We'll see the exact date. So these together are gonna be $21. So you're getting a couple of dollars off just as a low bundle price in case you wanted to try those out together. The value of the full face brush set is $167, but it will retail on the site as a bundle price for $145. So it's quite the saving in case you wanted to get all the brushes together. The last two things that are launching on Friday is the makeup sponge. Love this one, and the powder poof. The powder poof is gonna be $9, and it is a custom Singe Beauty powder poof. It has the logo on. Very, very pretty. It is made of a very soft, it is squishy. This is not one of those cheap, like super flat. This is a squishy pillow, and it is a little bit more precise so that you really can get into the inner corner, or if you like to do baking, I like to do this honestly all over the face. And getting powder on like this with a powder puff honestly really helps with your application. This is a very soft, velvety material. It's really beautiful against the skin, and you can clean this one with like some brush shampoo as well, the way that you clean your brushes, and just smoosh it in there and leave it to dry. I have been having mine, this is mine. I've been having mine for quite some time, and it is still very pretty, although not clean, but very pretty. The makeup sponge is a Singe Beauty makeup sponge, and this one has the Singe Beauty logo, and it is embossed into the sponge. This is the Singe Beauty orange yellow color, the one that is like a very yellowy orange, the Singe color basically. And this is the clean sponge when it is dry, and this is the one I used today, and it does grow. It's a grower. Okay, it's a grower. It definitely gets bigger and squishier, and I love this sponge. And again, you have been clocking me on using this sponge for quite some time, but I just knew that there was no other sponge I wanted to use. This is so, it's silky smooth. There's definitely some sponges, but you can almost feel like they're almost like a little loofah on the skin. This is silky smooth, very squishy, and it's high quality. I have been having mine. This is the one that I've been using for a really long time. Mine is in need of some cleaning, but there is absolutely no scuffs in this one. It just needs a bit of cleaning again. These are very durable, high quality. This sponge is extremely soft, extremely squishy, very high quality, and I love the powder poof. It is so squishy and so velvety, and these are just very high quality tools, and I'm very excited that I was able to launch them together with my face brushes, because I feel like it just gives me the whole package. Because you know that I love a sponge and a powder poof as well, and now we just have everything. So I would love to hear your thoughts about this, how you feel about this launch. Try to be kind. I worked really hard on this for a really long time, and I'm very proud of this. I also wanted to say at the end of this video that this is actually the first time that I'm gonna do any PR with Singe Beauty as well. Like I said, this is a self-funded beauty brand, and this is my first year starting out. I did not have the budget to be sending out any PR at the beginning of my journey, but now I'm able to send out some PR. I have a very, very small PR list though, but I'm very hopeful and excited about being able to send out some creators like this new collection so that they can try it. I also am having giveaways. This is 12 days of Christmas, and I'm having giveaways every day from the 1st of December until the 12th of December. And you know what the giveaway today is going to be? It's going to be in the pinned comment down below. One of you will win a PR box. One of you will be getting this full box sent to you exactly the way that the influencers are getting it. So if you want to be part of that, check out the pinned comment down below. And don't forget to check out the description box as well for all the information. I am over the moon excited about the journey that Singe Beauty has had this year and the things that I have planned for the future, and I am just having so much fun, and I am blown away by the support that you have shown my brand, by the kind things you have said to my brand. Even if you haven't bought any brushes, just liking a picture, following Singe Beauty on Instagram, that's also support. And if you bought the brushes and you left a review, I am forever grateful. That is so incredibly kind of you, and I don't know what else to say. I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you for being here. Quick reminder, I will be shutting down the website for a little bit before, just to make sure that we can set the website up so that it's absolutely perfect before launch. So if you go to the website and it says that it is a password, it just means that me and my team are getting the website ready for launch on Friday at noon CST. Don't worry if you see the password, just come back on the 8th and it's gonna be open again. But I will leave the website open for maybe another day. I'll close it down tomorrow. I'm guessing on the 6th then, just if you want to go in and maybe subscribe to the newsletter, or maybe just, I don't know, if you have never seen my website, maybe you want to check it out. I'm very proud of it. So again, thank you for being here, and I will see you tomorrow in another video that's also actually I have big news tomorrow as well. This week, this month, this year, madness. But I will see you then. Bye!